I've drifted past the lines I said I'd keep, sank beneath the weight I swore I'd never reap. But in the dark where shame begins to speak, I know you're near, I feel you start to reach. And even here, where hope feels thin, I know you'd call me back again. Call my name and I'll rise from the ruins to the skies. Even dust responds to you, and dead hearts start beating too. One whisper from your holy flame, and I'll be home. Just call my name. I've built my silence like a sacred wall, afraid of grace, afraid to lose control. But you don't storm the gates I hide behind. You wait with love, you wait with patient time. So if you speak, I won't resist. Just let me fall into your mist. Call my name and I'll rise from the ruins to the skies. Even dust responds to you, and dead hearts start beating too. One whisper from your holy flame, and I'll be home. Just call my name. You don't need thunder in your voice, just a word and not no choice. The grave lets go, the chains release. When you say come, I walk in peace. So speak it now, I'm not the same. I'm waiting, Lord, just call my name. Call my name, and I'll return to the place where praise still burns. You don't remind me where I've been, you just say come back again. And when you do, the fear is gone. I'm yours, I've been all along. So call my name and bring me home. I'm walking on a wire, stretched by grace. The winds of fear keep shifting every place. I know you called me higher than I see, but part of me still fights to just believe. So when I tremble, when I break, when all the ground begins to shake, don't let me fall, hold me again. When I forget the truth you said, anchor my soul in who you are, guide every step when it gets hard. I don't need answers, just your call. Whatever comes, don't let me The voices say I'm never strong enough, that grace can't reach the corners I've messed up. But you've been faithful in my worst defeat. You never moved, you never chose retreat. So when I'm lost inside my doubt, pull me from the inside out. Don't let me fall, hold me again. When I forget the truth you said, anchor my soul in who you are. Guide every step when it gets hard. I don't need answers, just your call. Whatever comes, don't let me fall. Even if my hands grow weak and faith is barely what I speak, you are steady, you are near. You don't abandon me to fear. So I will rise though knees may shake. You're in each breath that I still take. Don't let me fall through night or flame. Be louder than my guilt or shame. When courage fades and strength is small, you'll be enough to face it all. So when I climb or when I crawl, be with me, Lord, don't let me fall. I've seen the valley stretch for miles ahead. The ground beneath me whispered, turn instead. But you have called me past what eyes can see. Where fear once ruled, now faith is leading me. You speak and shadows lose their hold. You breathe and ashes turn to gold. Faith that moves the mountains, rising in my chest. You said I'd see the promise, and I won't settle for less. You've never lost a battle, you won't begin with mine. With faith that moves the mountains, I walk in your design. The weight was heavy, but it did not win. Each step I took, you pulled me back again. Your voice has been my compass through the doubt. When storms grew strong, you never shut me out. You speak and chaos turns to peace. You lift my eyes, so I believe. Faith that moves the mountains, rising in my chest. You said I'd see the promise, and I won't settle for less. You've never lost a battle, you won't begin with mine. With faith that moves the mountains, I walk in your design. the earth to make a road. Your word has power unbreakable, and I won't fear what I don't know. You made the path beneath my feet, where doubt once stood, now victory. Faith that moves the mountains, deeper than the pain. You call me into wonders beyond what I can name. You've never failed your promise. Your mercy still aligns with faith that moves the mountains. I step into your I've chased the rivers that could never last, built dreams on moments fading far too fast. I've filled my hands with treasures made of sand, but still I thirst for something you have planned. You're not a distant hope I chase. You're here, you flood this empty space. Fill my heart with what won't fade, with love that nothing can replace. Not just a spark, but holy flame that burns through doubt and breaks the chains. Fill my heart, fill every part with all you are, with who you are. I've knelt before the praise of lesser things, but they could never teach this soul to sing. Then grace walked in and silence turned to sound. You raised me up where I had laid down. No well runs deep like what you give, no truth more wide than how you live. Fill my heart with what stood where nothing looked secure, when every step felt premature. But faith was never built on sight. It grew beneath the coldest night. You never said the road was clear, but you promised you'd be near. I'm living on promises, not on what I see. Your word is my shelter, my steady belief. When the way is hidden and the signs are few, I still move forward, trusting you. I'm living on promises, and that's enough for me. Fragile but held strong. And though the clock defied my plans, you never let go of my hands. Not every door needs to be wide if I've got peace on the inside. I'm living on promises, not on what I see. Your word is my flame. Your faithfulness will never change. So I will wait and I will stand with every promise in your hand. I'm living on promises, not on the ground that shakes beneath or gives no sound. You're the compass when I roam, the voice that always brings me home. I'm living on promises, and that's how faith is found. In the middle of the noise that pulls me in, 1,000 thoughts are war beneath my skin. I've listened to the lies dressed up as truth, but none could hold the weight that comes from you. You calm the winds inside my mind. Your whisper leaves the world behind. No other voice has broken through the chains. No other sound has healed my deepest pain. You speak and all the fear must leave. You speak and I begin to breathe. No other voice, no other name could ever move my soul the same. I wander through the echoes of my doubt, each step unsure of what I'm all about. But then you spoke, and silence filled the room. could lead me through the night. No other word restores my fading sight. You speak and every burden lifts. You speak and grace begins to drift. No other voice, no other name deserves my heart, deserves my flame. I came with words I barely understood, with wounds too deep for pages ink or wood. But in the stillness where my soul was bare, I found you leaning in, already there. No need for eloquence or lines, just honesty that breaks through time. This is the prayer that heals the ache, that reaches places pain won't fake. It doesn't beg, it doesn't strive, it only whispers you're alive. You hear the cry beneath the sound and lift me gently off the ground. This is the prayer that heals. I've prayed with fire, I've prayed in rain, I've shouted through the loss and named the pain. But the prayers you answer loudest, Lord, were always the ones I barely poured. You read the silence in my breath and held me through what felt like death. This is the prayer that heals the ache, that reaches places pain won't fake. It doesn't beg, it doesn't strive, it only whispers you're alive. You hear the cry beneath the sound and lift me gently off the ground. This is the prayer that heals. Not in the volume, not in the show, but in surrender you let love flow. You mend the scars I tried to hide and teach my spirit how to rise. You turn my grief into a song. Where I was weak, you made me strong. This is the prayer that meets me here. When all is broken, you draw near. You don't need perfect words or form, just hearts that ache to be reborn. You hear what I can't even say and hold me in a better way. This is the prayer that heals, and I am healed today. I stood beneath the weight of all unknown, with questions etched in marrow and in bone. I searched the skies and called out to the wind, but still the void kept echoing within. Then you arrived with steady grace and turned my silence into praise. You are the answer when nothing makes sense. You just mercy burning in your eyes. You are the answer, my resting place. The end of fear, the start of faith. I wore my failures like a second skin, hoping love was something earned within. But you tore through the shame I used to wear, and showed me I was always seen, always there. Your voice outshines the loudest doubt. Your truth is what I can't live without. You are the answer when nothing makes sense. You hold the pieces I've tried to defend. No more illusions, no more disguise, just mercy burning in your eyes. You are the answer, my resting place. The end of fear, the start of faith. Yeah. Not in the thunder, not in the fire, but in the whisper that never tires. You came not with a crown or sword, but with a cross that healed and restored. I don't need all the reasons why, when I have you, that satisfies. You are the answer, constant and clear. You take the questions I used to fear. Where doubt once lived, now grace has grown. I found my home in you alone. You are the answer, the truth, the flame. I've stood beneath the weight of all I've done, tried hiding from the light, tried to outrun, but nothing kept me from the place you made, where mercy lives and shame begins to fade. You don't accuse, you don't condemn, you just invite me back again. Underneath your grace, I find my rest. Not in my strength, not in my best. You cover every fractured part and hold the pieces of my heart. No higher place, no safer space than underneath your grace. I used to think I'd have to earn my stay, perform for love, then kneel and hope to pray. But now I know you've never kept a score. You open wide an undeserved front door. You meet me in my worst disguise and call me daughter, call me child. Underneath your grace, I find my rest. Not in my strength, not in where the light was almost gone, where every step felt heavy, every hope withdrawn. But in the quiet pull of grace, so pure, you proved again your love is always sure. No throne on earth, no crown of gold could hold the worth that you unfold. You are my Lord, my heart, my soul, the only name that makes me whole. No other truth, no higher claim. My life belongs to your great name. You are my Lord, forever near, through every joy and every tear. You speak and all confusion starts to fade. Your voice aligns the chaos I have made. And though the road ahead is still unknown, I walk it now with you and not alone. Your presence wraps around my way and leads me through the break of day. You are my Lord, my heart, my soul, the only name that makes me whole. No other truth, no higher claim. My life belongs to your great name. You are my Lord, forever near, through every joy and every tear. No silence louder than your peace, no chain you cannot break or seize. You tore the veil, you made the way, so I will stand and I will say, you are my Lord, the song I sing, the reason for my everything, my breath, my cry, my steady flame, my refuge through the fiercest flame. You are my Lord, my soul's reward, now and forever. You are Lord. I've walked through days with empty lungs and eyes, where prayers felt more like distant lullabies. The fire I knew had turned to silent coal, but even then you didn't let me go. When I was cold, you sparked the flame. When I was numb, you called my name. You are my revival, breathing life again. In the ashes of surrender, you begin. No striving, just abiding, no more hiding who I am. your hand. The weight I wore was never mine to keep, but I held tight while sinking far too deep. Then you broke through the silence in my chest and pulled me into light in perfect rest. Where I saw loss, you spoke of birth. You turned my grave back into earth. You are my revival, breathing life again. In the ashes of surrender, you begin. No striving, just abiding, no more hiding who I am. You are my revival, you raise me with your hand. Not just a moment, but a flood. You rewrite every fear with love. This is the sound of dead hearts rise, the echo of new hope inside. And I'm not just changed, I've been reborn. Where I was weak, now I am strong. You are my revival, I don't have to run. Your presence is the rising of the sun. No striving, just believing in the wonder you provide. You are my revival, the fire that won't die. I've asked the sky 1,000 silent cries, tried to decode the meaning in the night, searched for truth in places that felt bright, but shadows linger even in the light. I've worn the questions like a skin, but peace begins when you come in. You are the answer I was chasing all along, the steady voice inside my breaking song. No more running, no more doubt. You're what every heart cries out. You are the answer, the only truth I've found. I've stood before the mirror of regret, tried to forgive but couldn't quite forget, build walls around the things I never said. Hope silence would make mercy rise instead. But grace is louder than my shame. You call me out and change my name. You are the answer I was chasing all along, the steady voice inside my breaking song. No more running, no more doubt. I was running without knowing where to go, chasing shadows, trying hard to save my soul. I built my pride like towers made of sand, but every wall came down beneath your hand. You didn't wait for me to call. You stepped inside my broken fall. You found me when I didn't even see. You reached into the mess and lifted me. Not by my works, not by my fight, but by your love you brought me light. You found me, and called me yours eternally. Couldn't fix mistakes and fears like tightly woven bricks, but mercy came with arms that held me tight. And in that moment, wrong was made right. You broke through every doubt I had, restored the good from all the bad. You found me when I didn't even see. You reached into the mess and lifted me. Not by my works, not by my fight, but by your love you brought me light. You found me, and called me yours eternally. I thought I had to earn the grace to find a way back into place, but you had never stepped away. You waited there through all my days. Now I can see, I finally know, you found me long before I chose. You found me when I drifted far from grace. You chased me through the wildest, darkest place. Not with regret, not with demands, but with the love that never bends. You found me, you claimed my name, and now I'll never be the same. I've wandered roads that never led to peace, chased comfort dressed in temporary ease. I let my fire fade beneath the weight, but still you never turned away. Through every choice that pulled me far, you stayed exactly where you are. You still walk with me when I let go, when I forget the things I know. spoken prayers I didn't mean to say, and held my silence on my brightest day. But you don't need performance to remain. You love me more than what I claim. Not bound by fear or fading flame. Your presence meets me just the same. You still walk with me when I let go, when I forget the things I know. You don't retreat when I collapse. You hold my heart, you bring me back. Even when I can't believe, you still walk with me. You walk the valleys no one sees, through hidden wounds and histories. You walk through doubt, you walk through loss. You walk the hill, you bear the cross. Not just when I sing aloud, but when I'm broken, you're still proud. You still walk with me, no terms apply. You meet me where I try to hide. When I am faithless, you remain the constant in my shifting frame. No matter where my steps may lead, you still walk with me. I've seen the years like rivers rush and roll, watch seasons fade and take a piece of soul. But even time can't steal what you have placed, a love untouched by fear or slow decay. You were before, you'll always be, through every breath inside of me. Your love lasts forever, unmoved by change, stronger than sorrow, deeper than pain. When all else falters and voices cease, your love remains, restoring peace. Your love lasts forever, and I am held eternally. I've searched for truth in fragile human hands, built altars out of dreams that couldn't stand. But you remain the rock beneath my feet, the promise that no storm could ever cheat. Through all I've gained and all I've lost, you held me close, no matter cost. Your love lasts forever, unmoved by change, stronger than sorrow, wandered through the noise and shifting ground, chased after echoes that don't make a sound. I've known the weight of running on my own, but nothing ever led me home. The more I gain, the less I hold. Unless it's you, it turns too cold. All I want is you near, not the blessing, not the fear, not the open doors or signs, just the nearness of your eyes. If I have you, then I have all. Stay with me, don't let me fall. All I want is you near. I've climbed my way through mountains made of pride,